this is happening right now. We'll start with that, I guess. But Israel is using expanded ground campaigns in southern Lebanon. Huh. Israeli military says its troops have launched limited and target ground operations in southern Lebanon. Fighting against Hezbollah intensifies around the strategic southern town of Kahim. At least 3 airstrikes the city of Kahim, Al Jazeera Arabic reported on Monday. I like your avatar. Can I draw your avatar? No, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. You can either use the model or my PFP avatar. Kahim, a stronghold of Hezbollah, strategically located and seen as a gateway to southern Lebanon. The latest war started after Hezbollah fired rockets in response to the killing of Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah al-Khamenei. Hezbollah has not attacked Israel since 2024 ceasefire, despite repeated Israeli violations. The UN or United States brokered deal. This is fucking big. This is some big news. That's I love
the Israeli military has announced it's began
all fealty to Israel. All fealty to Israel.
Quote, focused ground operations in southern Lebanon. Comes as fighting has intensified between Israeli forces and Hezbollah around the southern Lebanese town of Khiam. The town sits on high ground, just a few kilometers from the Israeli border and the Litani River, giving it a commanding view over northern Israel and nearby Lebanese plains. Khiam's strategic position has long been seen as a gateway to southern Lebanon. Israel and Hezbollah have been exchanging fire for more than 10 days, following the killing of Iran's supreme leader, Ali Khamenei. Zaina Khudr has more from Beirut.
It lies along an important junction, a road that links the eastern and western sectors of southern Lebanon. One of the roads as well leading to the Bekaa Valley in eastern Lebanon, another area where Hezbollah has influence. What Israel has been trying to do is really try to cut the supply lines, the logistical capabilities of Hezbollah, so it's unable to bring in more weapons and fighters to areas south of the Litani River. Khiam also located very close to the Litani River, just a few kilometers. The Litani River is 170 kilometers in length. It runs across southern Lebanon. If the Israeli army is able to reach this, it really can claim symbolic and strategic victory. The Litani River has long been a natural defensive line for the Israeli military. It believes that if it controls this, it will be able to defend its northern towns, push Hezbollah back, prevent cross-border raids, and prevent Hezbollah from using its short-range rockets. So a major battle is underway in
Overwatch looks mad realistic nowadays. Hey, TikTok will only let me be in one category. Yeah, this is rough. This is rough, dude. Israel has always wanted to take over territory in Lebanon.
During the last major confrontation, they fought for this town for weeks. Dozens of Hezbollah fighters were killed. Really a testament on how important the area is for the group.
Nidat Ibrahim is live for us from Ramallah in the occupied West Bank. And Nidat, we know, of course, Israeli occupation troops were in Lebanon. But what do they mean now by launching targeted ground operations?
Well, this recent statement by the Israeli military refers to the start of operations of what they call a focused and limited ground operation that started on Saturday in southern Lebanon. They say that parts of the 91st Division have made their way into certain areas there to achieve what they've been calling a security buffer zone that could extend as long as the total area from the Syrian-Lebanese border, the Israeli-Lebanese border until southern Litani River. They are not ruling out the ability or the preparations, rather, to go into a ground invasion that would.
Yeah, and obviously 12 medics were killed in an Israeli airstrike. God damn.
Extend them to areas that they haven't been in since 2006. Now, the Israeli rhetoric seems to be more about needing to do that for defense reasons, for security reasons, to prevent Hezbollah from firing into northern Israel specifically. That there's also another missile that has been used by Hezbollah in the last few days, which is a long-range missile that can hit into central Israel. And we could read into these Israeli military officials talking to Israeli media that they are intending to request from the government to extend and increase the number of reserve forces from 280,000 soldiers to 450. That also could be seen as part of the Israeli efforts to expand the operations in Lebanon into a major ground operation.
And meanwhile, Nidat, last night Iran said it had used a new type of missile in attacks on Israel for the first time during this conflict. What sort of damage do we know the Sijil may or may not have inflicted?
So right now, Israel has always wanted to take over this portion of Lebanon. Just anything south of Sudan, Israel's always wanted. Granted, Israel would want to take all of Lebanon eventually, but they are using the attacks from Hezbollah, which Israel's also funded in the past, to attack Lebanon. And obviously, the Lebanese government isn't a real government. Hezbollah technically truly owns the country. And then you have Iran and the Strait of Hormuz over here, and we'll get to that soon.
Well, as we always say, Sami, Israel keeps a very tight military censorship on what information we can get from the damage that has been caused by either the Iranian missiles or Hezbollah missiles, particularly in strategic and military sites. So it would be hard to tell what damage these Sigil missiles have inflicted on Israel, but they're part of advanced missiles that have been causing alarm in Israel, these fragmenting warheads that could splinter and explode into areas that could extend to a few kilometers. That complicates the issue of interception.
Israel's a fucking forever war nation state. I mean, the U.S. will die for Israel. The U.S. will fall and crumble for Israel. They would. Every U.S. senator would absolutely take a sword through the abdomen, except for like a handful. Every Republican would, and pretty much every institutional Democrat would. Take a sword through the heart for Israel.
But also it adds more radius of the damage and casualties. Of course, this is a situation that Israel has been monitoring very carefully. We could see that they're trying to get more intercepting missiles, more ammunition to try and combat these waves of missiles from Iran.
All right, and that's Nida Ibrahim for us from Ramallah in the occupied West Bank. The Israeli military has announced its
Oh my God, shut up. Yeah, there's videos of people asking senators about Israel and they say silent are insane. Yeah, dude, because we just love Israel, dude. Israel will continue to bomb countries, try to invade other neighbors, and we will do nothing about it. Recent day, IDF troops in 91st Division began limited and targeted ground operations against key Hezbollah strongholds in southern Lebanon aimed at enhancing forward defense area. This operation is part of the established forward defense, which includes destroying terrorist infrastructure and eliminating terrorists. Later, Israeli Defense Minister, the IDF began ground operations in Lebanon to eliminate threats and protect the residents of Gali and in the north. The hundreds of thousands Shia residents of southern Lebanon who have been and are being evacuated from their homes will not return to their homes south of the Litani River until the security of the residents of the north is guaranteed. Fucking ridiculous, dude. I can't explain like how much I despise Israel. But you can't say that. You can't say that without worrying about getting banned on Twitch, like unironically. Forever wars will continue to be funded by the US government. Yay, guys, yay!